It's Oscar, how you doing? Back for another shave of the day, fragrance of the day recap. So first the shave. As you may know, I just got the Timeless Bronze. First time I use it, took a little getting used to. I had decided with it only being a 3.8, 3.8 blade gap, I figured it would be pretty mild, but I knew it would be efficient, so I tried it with a feather. I was pockmarked with little blood spots all over the place. So I said, next time, even though it's mild, it's still going to be very efficient. So I tried it with a Gillette Silver Blue, which is a little bit more of a mild blade than the feather. Had a great shave. And I used that same blade again today. It was its second shave, and it turned out fantastic. So as with anything, your mileage is going to vary with any type of equipment, hardware, software, a brush, a soap, a blade, a razor, anything. So you got to find, if you can find that perfect match of razor with blade gap, with weight, with everything, with aggressiveness, with mildness, find that perfect blade to go with it, and you get that dialed in, stick with it, and you'll be so happy you did. So this was my third shave with the Timeless Bronze, second time with the Gillette Silver Blue on its second shave, and felt fantastic. Switched up the soap as well, because getting into fragrances and shaving, again, if you haven't already seen, I'm trying to kind of help bridge that gap for those of us in the fragrance community and in the shaving community who may not be on that bridge of both. So in order to bring one side into the other and vice versa, that's kind of what I'm trying to do with these videos. So a lot of software with soaps and aftershaves are actually clones of fragrances. We've spoken about that. When I was first getting into the shaving game a few years ago, I kept hearing, and I didn't know anything about it, I kept hearing about this fragrance Aventus. This soap smells just like Aventus. This aftershave smells just like Aventus. Blah, 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 blah. At the time, the main ones I knew about were the Friedberg from Razor Rock, which was named after Mike Friedberg, and Fine Platinum. Those were the only two that I knew that at the time I kept seeing as being referred to as being clones of Aventus. Since then, there's a bunch. And then like Ginger's Garden has an Aventus clone. Peter Sharkalis' Shave Club has an Aventus clone. Stirling has an Aventus clone. Fine Platinum. And I know there's many, many more that I'm not even touching on. So back then I was like, what is this Aventus? So I actually got a hold of a half a puck of a Friedberg soap in a trade. Loved it. Ended up passing it forward because I moved into this one. I moved into Stirling. I kept hearing great things about Stirling and their prices and the quality and how awesome the product was. So I got the set. So this was my first set of any Aventus clone. Now I went ahead, since I've picked up the Fine Platinum aftershave, I actually prefer this one. Simply because I feel that Fine dries me out a little bit more. I think it might have more alcohol. I don't know. Maybe it's just in my head. But maybe the fact that I have the soap and the aftershave as a set. So the Fine Platinum, I use it every now and then. It's just kind of sitting there. So along with that shave, real quick finishing that shave, I used the Bronze, I used the Executive Man, and I used the Club 30mm Manchurian brush from Peter Sharkalis' shaving shop online in the Club. I believe it's a members only item. $50. Can't go wrong. I went with this style when I saw in person how awesome the Simpsons brushes are. And I said, that looks awesome, and the quality is awesome. It's a thicker knot than I'm used to. It's the thickest knot I have. And so again, getting dialed in with your software, with your soap, how much you lather it and all that stuff. But once you get dialed in, it's awesome. Manchurian tips on it, and it's fantastic. So that was the brush I used today. And so getting into wanting to again, bridge that gap between fragrance and wet shaving. Those of you who are familiar with, who know, who you like those Aventus clones, if you've got the Aventus clones, but you don't have the Aventus, there's, like I said, I'm always talking about Fragrantica and these other websites, Notino, that you can buy samples. Well, you can't really buy samples from all of them, but some of them you can. Scentsplit.com is samples. But the Facebook groups, I belong to the Totally Fragrance raffles. There's Facebook Fragrance, there's Fragrance Swap, Fragrant Democracy, Redolescence Reviews. A lot of these pages where you can put stuff up for sale and for trade. And a lot of them are, somebody will buy a big bottle of Aventus, let's say, and then split it up, sell it by decants, 10 milliliter, 5 mil, 3 mil, whatever. But unless you've actually had the chance to experience it, and I say experience it because it's very popular, and there's a whole Facebook page devoted just to, it's called the Aventus Lounge, and these guys, 5, 6, 7, 8 bottles of this stuff. It's crazy. If you haven't experienced it, you gotta. This was my first win on the Totally Fragrance raffles almost 2 years ago from a guy named Rob Cumberland. I call him Raffle Master because this guy is always putting up some of the killer stuff. But this was, Aventus was my first win. Since then, I've been able to win another. This is actually the second one I got from him. The first one I got has another home now. But Aventus was the first win I had and got me hooked. Because now I honestly couldn't tell you how much money I've spent on those raffles. But if you haven't experienced it, try it. I mean, if you've only done the clones, try and get a hold of some. Which leads me into my next thing. What I've been thinking about doing, I just haven't announced it yet, and I didn't have the materials yet. Along with each one of these videos, whenever I remember, since I'm trying to match software with fragrances, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do giveaways. All right, I'm going to be giving away 2 3 milliliter samples of Aventus with this shave. With each shave, with each fragrance that I have, if I do a full bottle, I will do a giveaway. And each giveaway is going to be 2 of these, 2 3 milliliter samples. Okay, it doesn't sound like a lot, but 3 milliliters will last you, and it'll definitely give you a chance to see if you like the fragrance or not. If you don't like it, give it to somebody else. Piff it, pass it pay it forward, do whatever you want with it, but at least you'll know. 3 milliliters, and if you win this little giveaway thing that I do, then you'll know. All right. Also, I encourage you, look into the fragrance swap and the raffle page and that stuff. So what I want you to do is, first of all, I want you to watch. So when I title the video, I'm going to mention giveaway, and I'm sure that'll get people to click. Now, am I trying to buy viewers? You can say that. But I only have 200 and something. I'm not going to be trying to break the bank with making money from YouTube. So I'm not trying to, I don't have 200,000 like some other people. I have 200, period. So the more the better, of course. I'd love to, like I said, continue to bridge that gap between wet shaving and fragrance. Matching software to hardware to fragrances and stuff. So comment on the video. Just tell me if you have a favorite fragrance, whatever it is. Just tell me what you like about fragrances, what you like about, if you have a favorite, if you like Old Spice because it reminds you of your dad, say it. Just give me a little comment. Say, I'm in, this is what I like, bam, and that's it. Of course, subscribe and like if you haven't already, but just give me a little blurb, a little comment. I'm in, I love to try Aventus. My favorite is Brut by Fabergé, whatever. So that's the giveaway. I'm going to give away to 2 winners, so I'm not giving 2 to the same person. I'm giving 2 3 milliliter samples to 2 different people, okay? Today's Monday. Let's say by Thursday or Friday, we'll do, I'll try to remember and put out who the winners were, okay? So I'm in. This is my favorite cologne, and that's all you got to do. I'll take it from there, all right? Thank you for watching. Everybody, be well. Have a great day.